Now this is about what you can do with your mind, so I dedicate this to the greatest of all time. I see my goal and I'ma go for mine. If you can't see the opportunities,
the first story begins February 6, 1945, in a small Jamaican village called 9 Miles in the parish of St. Anne. Was born a great man, called a poet, a prophet, a revolutionary artist. To get where he was going, he had to work the hardest. You know where his heart is. Never moving with fear. Left home at 14 to pursue a music career. Wherever there was a mic, he would always come rock. Cut his first record at 16 and called it Judge Knob. 63 came, he joined a group called the Teenagers. Then later on, they changed the name to the Wailers. Respected by men, women thought he was so fly. Came out with songs like Jammin' and A Woman No Cry. Took Yard by storm, making some deep tracks. Produced by Danny Sims and Lee Scratch. Perry then in 72, we signed to a major. The album Catch a Fire released outside of Jamaica. International distribution got him worldwide acclaim. Now everyone know Bob Marley is his name. Mr. Cool Visionary, when would he next appear? Every time he spoke, he had the nation's collective ear. Perceived as a threat, cause his political power. Then on December 3rd, 1976, gunmen came to his home, aiming but not a camera, and shot Bob, his wife, and his manager. Luckily, no one died, no one harmed the king. Soon he was back, rocking on stage, arm and sling, defiantly appearing after a failed murder attempt. Now it's the 80s, New York, sometime before dark. Bob collapsed while jogging in Central Park. How did he die? We may never know the answer. On May 11th, 81, they said it was from cancer.
You showed me what I could be to now all the doubt I can see through. Came from less, but I can make more. I can be the best, there's nothing to wait for. I can be the best, there's nothing to wait for. I can be the best, there's nothing to wait for.
Hey yo, I'ma do my best when I'm rocking a song, cause you can explain the name but can't explain the phenomenon. October 1940, the backwoods of Brazil, it was the 23rd, but a boy was born with skill. More than one imposter, but he did it proper, and said he came to earth with a mission to play soccer. Pele, everyone know his name, he was the greatest player in the history of the game. Started playing when he was 5, young boy acting manly. He used to polish shoes to help his family. From very small, he was in it to win, proving he could be better than the players who were bigger than him. Pele would never fear haters. At age 11, he was discovered by one of Brazil's premier players. Pro by 16, a star on a team called Santos. With his arrival, every man was playing proper. They became the Globetrotters of international soccer. Scored a league leading 32 goals in one season. Next year led Brazil to win the World Cup in Sweden. War in Nigeria, truce declared for a day, cause all the troops wanted to do was watch him play. He would run circles around seasoned veterans, defying odds with how swift he was moving, making it hard to believe that he was even human. European teams offered contracts they said were better, so in 61 he was named the national treasure. 2 World Cup wins later and the future Hall of Famer. In 1980 was named the athlete of the century. People came to the field trying to get a glance, cause his last game was sold out 6 weeks in advance. A defender was quoted saying Pele's just skin and bones. After the game he admitted he was wrong.
This is about what you can do with your mind, so I dedicate this to the greatest of all time. I see my goal and I'ma go for mine. If you can't see the opportunities, you're blind.
According to the Chinese calendar, it was the year of the dragon, November 1940 in San Francisco. The greatest fighter the world will ever produce. The doctor gave him the English name Bruce. Then he moved to Hong Kong. They say why, man? Who knows? But that's where he became a child star, acting in movies. Everything gonna be right. Then at 14 he got beat up in a street fight. Talked with his mom, they spoke heart to heart. Then he decided he would learn martial arts. Learning fast like Bruce already noticed. He developed self-defense abilities, speed and focus. Used cash from flicks to get bills. Used to fight in the street just to test skills. In 58 he moved back to San Francisco. Lived with his father's friends, said more there's gotta be. So went to Washington and studied philosophy. In Seattle he was into a girl named Linda. Then later on in life they had 2 kids. Then when he did his 1-inch punch and the producer saw it, and led to him starring as Kato in Green Hornet. He was starting to blow and I opened his second school. If you wanted to learn he would teach Kung Fu. Developed his own technique where you be, you flow. The art of intercepting fists, Jeet Kune Do. Arm with only his mind, he needed no weapons and could beat any man in 60 seconds. His movies broke records, the superstar even taught Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the best. His last movie, The Game of Death, had a premonition he'd live till 32. It's deep because at that age he died God in his sleep. Me, myself, and I, the only person that I try to be. But I saw the things you did, and you inspired me. Now this is about what you can do with your mind, so I dedicate this to the greatest of all time. I see my goal and I'ma go for mine. If you can't see the opportunities, you're blind. This is about what you can do with your mind, so I dedicate this to the greatest of all time. I see my goal and I'ma go for mine. If you can't see the opportunities, you're blind. Follow your soul and use your time. Follow your soul and use your time.